everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. That was quick. I'm actually getting a bath right now. Mango just went back into his cage and everything's getting wet, including me. Um, I don't know why he decided to just do it now since he's been up all day and had fresh water in there every day. I hope everybody's doing well, though. And yeah, Rock and Rob, I'll give you a card for sure, and K2. I've tried to, well, I have. I shouldn't say I tried to. I have actually prepped and I'm ready to start a new project that Spirit's been really pushy about. I can't wait to get started with it, but I'm trying to finish a couple other things before I do that. But they're like, no, you got to do it. So that's what my current working on is going on, and I'll include everybody with updates as we go. Also, for all of those of you that are interested, I do have my new deck is out and available to be able to, able to purchase. God, my brain, I swear I'm getting too old, guys. I'm getting too old. So I'll run that on there for a while, and you can order them. I'm taking pre-orders for them because I'm only going to order as many as want them at this point. And if you need them again or you decide later, I can still get orders for them. But right now I'm just taking pre-orders, and they should be to you guys probably within about a month. So yeah, so that's all good. Mulan, if you hear her crying in the back, she is 20 this year and she is not doing great. She's eating and doing everything, but she's kind of lost it. She's just, so if you hear her howling, it's not because she's hurting, it's because she's just not right now. So other than that, and him taking his bath, I will, man, I'm telling you, when I say he's taking his bath, let me see if I can show you. He's all wet. He's taking his bath. So yeah, he's all into that for sure. So all right, so let me wipe everything down here because I'm like totally wet. One sec. Ugh. You're a mess, little man. All right, so let's see who I will get to. I will get to you first, okay? Yeah, she's had a great life. I swear she's so frail and thin, but she eats and she drinks and she's just stopping. She doesn't get up on the bed with me at night anymore, and just some stuff like that. And she's had a great life. So, but I don't want to take her into the vet because she's okay. She's just annoying with crying all day, following me around the house. But it is what it is, right? All right. So, Kay, I think I'll read from you from the new deck today. How about that? How about that? Let me do that. Yeah, by the way, the new deck is in a tin. So it's a tin box, not a cardboard box like the other one is. I just decided that that's what needed to happen, and I really like these. I'm very happy with these cards. A lot of energy in them. All right, so let's see what I can do today. Let's see how I can do this. Maybe I can. There we go. All right, so here we go, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right. This card is your card today, and it's called Wings of a Prayer. These are, so everybody knows, these are all my paintings that I've done with divine energy. They've been around. A few people already have these. I don't have the originals anymore. They were huge paintings. Okay, so anyway, the Wings of a Prayer. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that comes through with this for you. It's like you're waiting, right? They keep saying you're waiting, you're waiting. She's waiting for everything just to fall in place. And it kind of tends to get a little bit annoying when things don't move quite as fast as you think they need to move. And a lot of that has to be about, you know, how we set our intentions. And when we put things out to the universe, it's carried up to the galaxy and to Creator God and whoever you believe in or what have you, the prayers go out, and they go out to be answered and responded to. So what I'm being shown right now is all those needs, those wants, those desires, those I want to have this happen, are actually all there, and you keep putting it out, and they are hearing it. Okay, wings of a prayer for me is about how high they go, right? So as you can see on this particular card, there is an eagle on the bottom, and that's how when I offer prayer, the eagles are said to be the closest creature to God, meaning the heavens are up above us, and they can take our wants, our needs, and our desires there. But they want you to be aware of everything that you're putting out is being heard, and it is being pushed, so that things you need to fall into place will fall into place. It's just not going to be quite as quick as you'd like it. I mean, it's kind of one of those good things and bad things. We want things to happen fast. And then when you do something like what I did last week, which was really dumb, and I always tell people, be very specific what you put out. I made a blank statement saying, I'm really bored. I'm really bored. And they were like, okay, well, you're bored. Good. You can do this, this, and this. So they have been constantly pushing. So you have to make sure to be very particular with what you're putting out, whether it's as a prayer or just an inside goal that you're holding on to. Make sure you're very specific with what you do put out, but also remember that it is being worked on. But things take time, okay? Things take a while to get stuff set in place, and it will fall in. And I'm literally hearing like it'll be like midstream spring. And actually, I don't know if it's today or not. The spring equinox is here, so I think it's close if it's not today. But so that's going to be, I'm seeing more in the middle to the end of spring. They're showing me everything that you're putting out there will come back to you twofold in positives. Okay, so that's your card today, Kay, and just keep that in mind when you're putting things up, whether you get up in the morning or the middle of the night or before you go to bed. Make sure to keep that thought in your mind, because they are answering you. Your guides are around you, the universe is backing you, and things will happen. Okay, so that is your card today, and it's Wings of a Prayer. All right, let's see here. I saw Robert, right? Rockin' Rob. How is Rockin' Rob? Man, I love Rockin' Rob. Let's see. Nope, they want me to pull the other deck. Okay, so here we go. I even have them in the box. I don't even have them out. All right, hang on one sec here. Let me shuffle them out. I hope you're doing well, Rob. And just while I'm shuffling for Rob, you guys need to know and remember, this is really a lot of, I call it spiritual warfare. It's a lot of us are feeling tired. A lot of us are feeling stressed. A lot of us are feeling a lot of anxiety. And a lot of people are not knowing where it's coming from. But it is coming from our world, because we have all kinds of chaos going around right now. And it's a spiritual warfare, because it's like good and bad, and it's like, oh, wow, the bad is outweighing the good. No, it's not. We're just tired because the people that hold things in positives, literally, we put that energy out and it ripples, right? We all are connected, whether everybody believes it or not, we are. And the smallest issue, maybe it pops off like down by Haiti, they're having all kinds of trouble right now. Maybe it's in the Middle East. Maybe it's out west in the U.S. Maybe it's in the middle of the U.S. or some other country. We feel that stress. So when we put positives out, it helps to combat all the icky stuff that's out there. So remember that as you go through your day. All right, Rob, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well. This is a good card. Okay. This is Parrot, and this is actually Mango. Okay. So Parrot brings into you about communication, and it's like, they just said he's doing like what you just did with the birds, Bear. I just put them back in their cages, right? So they're in their cages, and they need to know that it's okay. And that's what I feel like. You're kind of withdrawn from things, and you're putting yourself in that place of safety, that place of, I don't want to go out and deal with all the crap that's out in the world right now. I just need to be here and be safe. And I feel like it's a little bit of anxiety that's kind of was there enough to get you into this kind of retreat hole. Like I say, I go into my cave and I don't like coming out. It's that kind of a feeling. But then once you're there, and I've done this, you just keep saying, yeah, no, I don't want to deal with it. Yep, no, I'm not going back out there. Nope, I'm not going back out there. And the parrots are all about communication with you right now. It's about communicating your needs to others, kind of within the community or your friend base or your family base, whatever's important, whoever's important with you. You need to take those steps to make yourself kind of stronger. And if you know anything, if you've ever watched Mango on here, Pip is a diva, but Mango's like a boss. And this is kind of what they want you to do. You need to be a boss. You need to not allow people to tell you how you should feel, or like, oh, you shouldn't do that, because you need to do it for Rob. And it's not about anybody else. It's not about anybody else related to your friend. It's about you making decisions that are going to help. And I keep hearing it's almost like with anxiety, and I haven't talked to you in a long time, so I'm not really sure where you're at right now, but that's what's coming through very strongly. Okay, yep. Okay, so I'm going to share with you, Rob, because this is what they're telling me to do, and I'll share this. Not recently, but back in like around 2008, 2009, I had a lot of bad stuff happen. We lost our home. My mother passed away. A lot of stuff, just negative stuff was going on. And I tried to walk away from what I do. And they said, no, you can't do that. But what I wound up doing was I kind of retreated back into my home. And we were actually living in a motel for a while till I got residency again at a new home. And I just kind of retreated. And I literally had a nervous breakdown. Not fun. And I became agoraphobic, which is somebody that doesn't want to go outside of the house, right? Well, it took me a lot of years to get through that and work through that. And I don't have that issue anymore. But it is kind of a self-infliction. Like, I felt the only safe place I could be was inside the home. And if I went out, then I had to deal with all that stuff again, right? And it took a while. It took a lot of work, but I managed to turn that around. And this is what they're saying. And it's not easy. I'm not going to tell you it's easy, because it's not easy. Right now, if you go out in public, the world is really a nasty, hateful place. But we need to be able to put kind of like our Superman cape on or our Batman cape on and go outside and just push that and learn how to push that back so that it doesn't matter. Okay. Things only matter if we allow them to affect us. And if somebody says something, I'm like, okay, whatever. It's words, right? I don't watch the news anymore. I very rarely watch TV anymore. I put music on and I just let the music go, and I do what I need to do around my life daily with music. It's a way to kind of heal. And I've been through a lot the past few years, and because of physically, I've been broken. I'm healing from that. And then you have to heal your mental state too, because it's a lot. You know, whether it's physical pain, whether it's emotional pain, this is what you have to allow yourself to heal from. But the only way we heal is by taking a step each day to get back into more and pull more of a comfort zone to us. And this is what I'm hearing for you. And please, no, you are not by yourself. None of us are. Anybody that listens or anybody that knows me, I'm around 24/7. You just got to reach out on Messenger if you don't have my phone number and just let me know. Doesn't matter. 24/7. I talk to people all around the world. Okay. And that's for everybody, not just you, Rob. All right. So that's your card today, Parrot. And I hope, you get to work on that and, you're feeling good. I'm glad you're here. I really enjoy it. Okay. Thanks. And I hope to see you again soon. All right, guys, and I do want to mention, too, just for the record, I appreciate all of you that come here and allow me to bring these messages through for you guys. It's an important thing of what I do, but it's for everybody that I do this, okay? So thank you for allowing me to read for you guys. Okay, let's see, here we are. Oh, 22nd birthday. Oh, I remember that for me. You'll have to remind me, Chloe, when we get there. Hi, Presh. How are you? Yeah, Pluto. Pluto, who's not a planet anymore, still affects us, doesn't he? Oh, absolutely. All right. All right, Presh, let's see what I'm going to pull for you today. Oh, they want these cards. All right. So we got these cards. We're going to use these cards. Yeah, he's having fun, all right. He's up there grooming. They groom. They probably take a bath. I usually put a big bowl of water in their cages for them one at a time. And they usually do that about once a week. And it's really good for their health to be able to preen. Sometimes, though, they don't want to use the bowl. And sometimes they just get crazy. Phoenix does, too. He went into... I had him on the perch the other day, and he dunked his head in the perch, and he's a big bird. And he went into his water bowl, and it was water everywhere. And then you come out and you spray him. You tell him to put his wingies up, and he puts his wings up and loves to get the water sprayed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all right. The card that's for you today is the Earth. A little bit of it is about grounding for you today. It's about grounding and doing for yourself, doing what's right for you. And you all have heard me say this a lot of times when people are feeling stress or they're feeling anxiety or they're not sure. You have to kind of shut out the outside world, which is everything that's around us, right? It could be friends. It could be just people in general. It could be work people. It could be events. It could be anything that's around us. And sometimes we need to take that and shut it off so we're not hearing it. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, it's kind of like when my kid comes home, right? And she's 30 now. So she comes home and she's at the house over the weekend. Her and David are here, and they say, Taylor goes, oh my gosh, Mom, how can you stand that? I go, and I look at her and it's like, stand what? Well, the birds get very excited when people are in the house and they keep going. And actually the parakeets go all day. I don't hear them. I tune them out unless I'm paying attention to them or there's some way that I'm interacting with them. So we all have that ability to tune things out. My mother... I don't care where she was in the house. She could always tune in and tune out if she didn't want to. But, man, she could tune in. I mean, you could be in another room and she'd be able to tune in. So it's all about your ability to shut things down so that you can proceed, ground yourself, and do what's best for you. And they keep saying, like, this path, right? This path or what you're trying to get done. And it's like you're kind of like tripping on your own feet, okay? And this is, yes, it's a metaphor, okay? But it's like you want to do stuff, but you're kind of like stuff that you got behind you is kind of tripping you up because you're kind of adding a little bit of anxiety to it. Like, I don't want to have that happen again. I don't want to disappoint people. I don't want to, and it's not about that. You have to unplug from that. And the only way you're going to do it for yourself is what has to happen right now, and that is by tuning stuff out. You're not going to hurt anybody. You're not, maybe you're not doing it the way others want you to do it, or they're seeing you in a different light. It doesn't matter. They're not you. You're an individual. You've got a great big glowing heart. You're a wonderful soul, and you just need to get stronger in order to do the pushback. And it doesn't matter. If they don't like it, that's not your problem. Okay, you're going to do it politely, and I will tell you, there's going to be some people that you like pick up and put on outside of your sacred circle, right? And they're not even going to realize it right away. It'll be like down the road, and they'll go, "Oh wow, where's Presh?" It's like, "Wow, have you talked to Presh lately? Have you seen Presh, or have you interacted?" They're not even going to realize it because they're so caught up in their own stuff. So you need to not worry about all that, okay? You need to take care of Presh right now, and you need to ground yourself and continue the path. And the earth will help you do that, to ground. Just think about yourself and where you're at and where you want to go and make it happen, okay? Thanks, Presh. I love having you here. Oh, and I hope that resonates. Oh, yeah, you know, it's rough. This is my last cat. I have had so many. Yeah, Michaela, I will give you a reading here in a second. I have had many animals in my lifetime since the time I was a child, and it's never easy when they get old because we lose them. This is my last cat. I lost my last dog in 2019. I can't have another dog because my feet are, I can't take them for walks, and it just won't happen. And cats, I'm just over it all right now. I put others and help them transition to the other side. So many, from mice to hamsters to horses to cats to dogs. And I can't do it anymore. So I've got my birds. I love my birds. They keep me animated. They keep me very busy. And Phoenix is actually walking under the bed right now, being a little brat. All right, Michaela, let's see what I can get for you. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, you got the sacred white buffalo, okay? The sacred white buffalo, which is from the north, which is the ancestors and all the people that you love that have been in your life or in your bloodline that are on the spiritual side in the spirit lands, and they are supporting everything you do. You need wisdoms, you ask them to bring those wisdoms to you, and I guarantee they will communicate them. But just don't say like what I said last week and say I'm bored, because they'll bring stuff and your head won't be able to shut off. But what this is about for you right now, it's about self-healing and self-care. The white buffalo within the Native American lore and legends and oral historical facts was white calf buffalo woman, okay? And she brought with her the sacred healing pipe and how to use it and what to use it for. And she brought a lot of things to the people to teach them how to live in balance. And this is like a big thing for you right now. It's almost like you have to go in and actually balance some things, like the masculine and the feminine, the endings and the beginnings. And this is what I keep showing, that it's like kind of shifting so much that you're not able to focus on one part of it at all. You have to slow your mind, and you have to worry about only what's on your plate at that moment. You need to live in that moment and then seize that opportunity of being in that moment to be able to help yourself get done what you need to get done, or help yourself to balance again. This is really important for you. And a white calf buffalo woman's coming through because that's what she was about, healing. And her biggest thing, most prevalently, was women, and how women are very powerful people, and they need to keep in balance and know that their lives are important. And in the old days, when the fighting tribes, let's say they were, right, if they were to go to war, or if they wanted to raid something, they literally had to go to the women in the tribe to get counsel, and the women would be the ones that gave them the permission to go and do whatever it was they had to do, or to tell them no. So this is kind of about you taking care of you, but also about you getting your power back and understanding that decisions you make for the future with your loved ones or for your loved ones is really important, but you need to put yourself back to a place of balance in order to do it. And they're also saying, okay, yep, don't like pretend to yourself. And by that, I mean, there's some people I know, we have a running joke, right? There's somebody in particular that I know, and every now and then she'll get a hold of me and she'll say, hey, you know, I keep throwing my cards and it's the same thing coming out and I can't change it. Well, then when I went and threw cards for her, it was the same thing she had been getting. And she's like, why does it keep going? Well, it's because you don't want to hear what you asked for. Sometimes, you know, it's stuff that we maybe not want to do or deal with, but we have to in order to get to the point of balance again. So this is very important for you right now. And thanks for coming on, Michaela. And I hope that resonates for you. And again, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Yep. Okay, let me do. Hi, Robert Sharp. Robert Sharp, guys, he is. Hi, Marie Taylor. How are you? Yep, I can get to you in a minute. Robert Sharp is a friend of mine from way back in Blog Talk days when we were on radio. And he is also a master photographer. So look his name up on Facebook. And I think, Robert, I think you have Instagram too. I would imagine you do. Make sure you put that in the link. You guys all should look at his work. It's really, really cool. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to use the new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this is the card that came up for you, ma'am. This is called Blessed Are the Children. Okay. For you, this is all about community and reaching out. And it's like, almost like you're inspiring others to do similar. And I feel like it's kind of like, you know how you ever see like a light that goes in and there's holes on whatever, like a light bulb that it's like a thing that's going to send light out, or a candle, right? And you've got it underneath something that's got holes in it, right? And it shoots out that light. And this is what they're showing me. Everything that you're doing right now is for the betterment of others, okay? And blessed are the children brings about, you're setting a good intention, you're setting a good imprint out there for all people to see and understand that this is a good thing, and it's stuff that'll help enrich them and enrich their lives. But you've got a very soft touch, okay? And by that I mean the way you present yourself, and it's like you'll reach people that way because everybody matters, and you know that everybody matters, and this is like a new spark for you, and this is what ignites the creativity within you, and it also imprints on others. So it's very, very important that you know you're appreciated and your positives are actually imprinting on the world around you. So that's an awesome thing to do. All right, and that's your card, and I hope it resonates for you, is Blessed Are the Children. Thanks, Margaret. You're very welcome, Kay. Okay. Yeah, it has been a while, Rob. All right, here, just so you know, this is Robert Sharp, and that's who you need to look for. His paintings are awesome. Yes, let me just go here 1 second because I'm going to shut that banner off here for a minute. Hide it. There we go. All right, now I'll go back to the comments. Sorry about that, guys. Hang on. There we go. Okay, Marie Taylor. That still cracks me up. My daughter's name is Taylor Marie. That's why I always remember when you're here, because you're the opposite, yin and yang, of my daughter. All right, let's see what I can get for you today, my dear. Hi, Cindy Pinkham's in the house. See, Rob, everybody notices you when you came in. You're very loved. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. All right. Well, this has been actually something that's been coming up for me a lot, in reality, a lot. This is the Crystal Keepers. Okay. So the Crystal Keepers are the embodiment of all knowledge, right? Let me show you. All right. So this is a crystal that I have. And it's got what you call inclusions on the inside. See all that busy stuff that's inside of it? And this one actually has eagle in it, if you look at it. And it's also got a set of angel wings up in it, up on the top, okay? But what crystals do, what do crystals do? We have them in our TVs. We have them in our computers. We have them in our phones. Why? Because they store information. Computer chips. That's what they're made out of, is crystals. I've had a lot of crystals coming up recently, and I've actually been handing them out to some people here because they're healing. Okay, whether it's emotional or physical, I set their intention as healing energy. And this is what I'm seeing. It's almost like I see you, and there's like, you're on this mountain, and it's like you're at the edge, and it's like a cliff. And it's like you want help. So I see you go back like this with your hands outreached. But what they're saying is you have the ability to what is around you to assist you. So whether it's putting actual crystals out and meditating with them, or carrying them in your pocket and allowing their energy to help reset you, right? People don't really realize how much rocks and gems and all that good stuff can do to help us. They've been using them for centuries. Even the big skulls. This is actually an Aura Rose quartz. She shimmers quite a bit, but I have them all over my house. I have crystals every window, and this helps bring in and attract positives. And you're like that crystal because you're trying to attract more positives. Okay. They're also telling me it's like, and I always say this, it's like I can go somewhere and sometimes I feel like I have a neon sign that's out 25 cents, psychiatrists like Lucy and Charlie Brown used to do, right, in the comic with Snoopy. And Lucy'd be there and she'd be leaning on her thing. And it's like all these people are coming to you, but you need to recharge, okay? You need to recharge yourself. So you kind of have to pull back and unplug a little bit. And like I said, the crystals will help to bring in that healing and attract that healing for you. Or you can also kind of imagine yourself as that crystal, if that makes sense, so that you can actually still your mind and just be in that moment and call out for the positive energies that are needed right now. Because I feel like you're like there's a little bit of struggle there. And like I said, I still see you like on the cliff. And it's like, no, you're asking for the assistance. They're going to listen to you. And it may take a little bit of work on your side to be able to do certain things. But you'll be able to accomplish it. But you have to believe in yourself. And like I said, you are the beacon. You are like the crystal, calling out, I need positives. I need positives. So, yeah, this is what it's all about, is the crystal keepers. They are the keepers of knowledge. And I feel that that's part of your journey as well, to get more knowledge for yourself. All right, so that's your card, Marie Taylor, and I hope it fits and resonates for you, okay? And, yeah, guys, just so you know, I just lost all the comments. Hang on a minute. Just so you all know, right now is a good time to put those crystals out. Make sure you clean them, cleanse them and get them new energy. You just sit them in the window. I usually, sometimes people just want the moon energy. Some people want the sun energy. Personally, I leave them in the windows, a lot of them, until it's ready to pull them out and use them. All right, splashing water all over me, bad as a bird. Okay, so let me go down a little bit here. Okay, well, that would make sense then. but you can overcome it a little bit at a time, little bit at a time. Yeah, you know, and I will tell you this, Rob, and not a lot of people know this, but the past, I'd want to say the past year, but it's probably more like 7 or 8 months, I've got vertigo. Since I busted my femur, and I haven't had to deal with that before. So yeah, vertigo is a thing too. So it's a lot going on. Absolutely. Hi Joyce, how are you? I can get you a card, and I think they want the totem cards for you. So let's see. I'm just going to go by what I'm guided to do. Alrighty, here we go. Well, you're going to get a 2-carder because one just flew out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What are you doing? Hey, you want to see who he's doing? Come here. Up, up. Let's go. Look who's down on my feet again. Mr. Man. What are you doing? You gonna say hi to everybody? Say hi, Miss Joyce. Say hi, everybody in the Ghost Dimension family and the Wolf and Bear family. How are you? You being good? Ask them. Say, are you being good? Huh? Here, sit up on my, go on, sit up on my shoulder. Don't bite me either. Okay, so the first thing is the card that kind of fell out for you. Okay, hang on, I gotta move a little bit. Oop, 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 just stay where you are. I know you're not used to that. Hang on. Okay, so the first card, it actually flew out of the deck, is the elephants. Okay, well, now it fell on the floor. All right, so elephants bring in, for you today, are bringing in that matriarchal energy, that matriarchal kind of like a boss, right? So I don't know if a lot of people know this, but a lot of times in many different of the animal kingdom, the women, the females, I should probably say, the females are the ones that take care of things. The lions, the elephant. You're not gonna go down. You're like not gonna go down. Get up there. Come on, up here. Up, yep, up here farther. Thank you. They are the ones that run the roost. They're the ones that rule. They're the ones that take care. And if you've ever seen documentaries, the elephants, when they're in danger, they put all their young and their elderly in the center, and they make a ring around them to keep them safe. So this is kind of what's going on for you right now. But you're in that matriarchal position, and people, I feel there's people around you that are kind of looking to you to make up their minds for them. And you don't you dare. Come here. Go back on the floor then. You're being a brat. Go on. Yeah. I don't want to see you. Go on. That was this bad boy. Sorry about that, guys. So it's this matriarchal kind of family. Oh, I love kids. They're like toddlers, I swear to God. So you're being looked to make up your mind so that they can make up their mind. And that's not how it works. You take care of you and make sure that everything is kind of balanced and copacetic for you. Okay. And it's like with the elephants, you give all your energy and time to everybody else, but you're not caring for yourself. So the 7th card that popped up for you was the gull. Okay. So the gull represents today for you solitude and just kind of being chill and living in the moment. I know a lot of people don't like seagulls, but they are really a unique creature that have been around for a long time. They know how to adapt, and this is what you are. Your life has been all about adaptation to get to where you are now, and there's just a lot going on, but you need to take that time out for yourself, and you're the only one that can do it, to just chill. And if you've ever watched them, when it's really breezy out, they'll stay in one spot and just swoop the breeze. And they'll go up and down, but they're in the same spot. And they're not even really flapping their wings. So you just have to take that time out from everything else. You don't have to be flying with the flock. You don't have to be with all the other elephants. You need to stand in your own power as the matriarch and take care of what needs to be done, but for you. And if other people are looking for you to make up their mind about what they want to do or how they're going to approach things, they need to grow up and do it themselves, because we can't enable them. We can listen, but we don't need to give them judgment. They need to learn how to stand on their own feet. So those are your two cards, Miss Joyce. You got the 2 for 1 today, is the elephant and the gull. Thank you for being here today. I don't know where he took off to. And I hope it resonates for you, okay? I'm glad you got to see Phoenix. I don't like he was trying to grab my ear, though. Hi, Simon. I'm sorry about that. You know, sometimes, Simon, I actually had 2 dogs like that. One, I had gotten a Rottweiler puppy that was only 8 weeks old from a breeder, from somebody I knew, from a friend of the family. And I brought the dog home, and it just attacked everybody. Went off after my daughter, and I think she was like maybe, I don't know, 10, 11 at the time. And, you know, you don't want to do it, but I took the dog back to the breeder. And I said, I can't have this, you know. Then I had another dog that I had for, I think I had her about 8 years. And she was a Catahoula leopard dog. And they're part wolf. And they're been around for a long time. They're absolutely the Louisiana state dog. They hunt bear. But they're also really good service dogs to train for. And one of mine, a female that I had, actually, which was so out of character for her, but she lunged at one of the kids who was just running around the room, and she grabbed out. She didn't bite the baby, but the child was 3, and it scared her and didn't puncture. It was more of a warning thing, but I had to have her put down because I couldn't trust an aggressive dog. So sometimes we do things that we don't want to, but we know we have to. So that's okay. That dog just wasn't your dog. All right. So let me go back down. You bet. You bet. You bet. All right. So you're 50 on the 6th of April. Oh, you're a young pup yet. I'm 63. So you got a ways to go. Okay. Yeah, I'll get you in. You know what, Press, you're the only one that can go in and do the reset. So for history repeating, if you keep saying you're afraid of it and you keep putting that out, I guarantee you that the universe will turn around and say, okay, you're afraid of it. So why are you afraid of it? Let's see if we can find out why. And they'll send it to you. And you don't want to do that. Take it from me, who's done it multiple times throughout my life. And last time I did was last week when I said, I'm bored. Okay, so yeah, doesn't always work the way we want it to. Crush, sometimes we just got to step into what we're going to do and get there. Just picture yourself as this is going to be a positive. And if you picture it as a positive, it'll attract positive. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, yours is about family today, Simon. You have the beaver, okay? Well, if you know anything about beavers, spring cleaning is happening right now. The muskrats here on the lake, the beavers down at the other end, everybody's cleaning house because the spring is here. They go in, they scoop everything up and kick it up outside of their nest. And they literally waterproof their nests inside of their dens, and they're actually under the water. So it's quite fascinating to watch them. But what I'm seeing for you is you need to set your intent to shore, S-H-O-R-E, to shore up and kind of fix the foundations of you. Okay, so sometimes if we don't take care of, do self-care and we don't let lessons go or learn from certain lessons, or when we drag stuff forward with us that we really don't need, we really need to cut tie with it and clean it out, okay? And if you don't do it, like the beaver and the muskrats, if you don't do it, it would leak, right? So their dens would leak. So what's happening is you need to shore up that foundation to make yourself stronger, knowing that you're capable of doing it, knowing that if you do this, positives will come in. You'll be in a safe zone. You'll be in a balanced zone. And this is exactly what I'm seeing. It's like, go in. Whether it's your emotional stuff, baggage that you carry with you. I mean, I just did it recently. We have to maintain ourselves for our emotional health as well as our physical health. So this is what I'm seeing for you. You have to get rid of, stuff that was in our past. We're never going to forget it. Or the people that we've lost, we're not going to forget them, but you don't have to drag them forward because we have learned those lessons. And if you keep dragging them forward, you're going to keep going through the same old, teaching you, are you paying attention this time? Okay. And those are not fun. Take it from me. They are not fun. So what this is saying is shore up that foundation that you have. You're an amazing person. You have the strength to do what you need to do. Just think of it before you do it. So it's about the preparation before you take that next step for whatever you're doing. All right. So Simon, that is your card today. And it's the beaver. I hope that resonates for you. Thanks so much for being here. You're welcome, Presh. Thank you, Margaret, for the sticker. The kids will get it. Ooh, doo, 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 doo. Okay, going down. Going down a little bit ways. Doop doo. Hi, Vic. How are you? You sure can. How are you? Ooh. Oh, you know what, Margaret? If James is getting a lot of joint pain right now. I don't know if have him when he goes to the doctor. If the joint pain is from like arthritis, I take something called Celebrex. Best stuff on the market. Best stuff on the market. I wouldn't even be able to move if I didn't have it, because I have very old bones that have been broken many, many times. My knees, my knees are in such bad shape. Yeah, Celebrex, Celbrex. Have them check with the doctor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And know that it's not a narcotic, so it's safe, but you need to have the doc check them for it. All right, you get the big bad mama elephant too. Okay, so what I'm seeing for you is a little bit different, where the elephants are all walking and they're all walking in a line, which they actually do. Sometimes the little ones get in between, but I see you in the very back of the line. It's like you don't want to be seen. You're hiding yourself, kind of hiding what's going on in your life. You don't want other people to know. You're kind of shadowed right now. Okay, yep. Okay, so, but what they're saying is you need to rely on your pack. Okay, so it's like, here's these elephants walking, and they rely on each other to help each other get through things, whether it's illness, whether it's physicalities, whether it's emotional, which elephants actually do have a lot of human emotions they express, and they're been tested and they do. So whatever this is, it's kind of like, again, I feel shadowed. Like when I'm standing there, I'm like, it's like I see half, but not everything. But it's like you're the one putting yourself there. You're putting yourself in this shadowed position. But you have people around you, or the word they're using is like the pack or the community around you, that if you need assistance with this stuff, and it's okay to not feel great sometimes, and it's okay to not have energy, cripe, the past 3 days I've gotten up. I actually went back to bed. I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have to drive. And sometimes we have to kick ourselves in the ass to get ourselves moving, right? So this is what they're saying is don't let that shadow go over all of you. You need to rely on your pack, your community, those that are your hold the most important, and you need to communicate what's going on with you to others that will assist you. If you do not reach out to people to let them know, you'll go back into this where, and this is what I'm seeing, is like you'll be looking out only a little bit, and it'll be harder to get from that place instead of where you are now. So put yourself out there with the people that are important or the people that can assist you. And I don't know what this is about or what it's for, but I just feel really heavy shadows. And I just, like, I'm looking through the elephant's ear, right? So the elephant's standing in front of me, and it's casting a shadow on my, like, what I'm trying to see. So whatever's going on with you right now, reach out to those that can assist you, but no one can assist you unless you let them know what's going on. And a big thing, and this isn't just Vic, I mean, this is like a general rule for anybody. When we sit at home, and I did this, I had to learn how to overcome it, and it was really hard because I was always the person that people would come to fix things or help, or, you know, help them out, whatever. And when I needed help, when my physicalities and stuff went down the tube and I was ill, and then when I fell, just, it's been crazy, right? But if I didn't put it out there and reach to people that I knew could help in this, it's very humbling when you have to do it, but do it. They don't look at you any different. They don't look, they're glad to help. You know, put it this way, people out there that we help, sometimes they like to feel good about helping others as well, but they don't know unless we express it. And that was my biggest problem, was I couldn't do it because I couldn't express it, because I thought people would look at me as weak. So I had to get rid of that ego, right? Now I don't care. If I need help, I ask for help. And it doesn't matter. It could be physical help. It could, like, I don't mow the lawn anymore because I can't, right? So I got somebody that can come in and do it for me now, right? So what did I do? I also gave my brand new lawnmower away to neighbors that are up here in the summer who are 85 years old, pushing an old crappy lawnmower. I said, you can have it. And they go, well, it's new. Don't you want to use it? I said, no, I can't. So we have to learn our limits, our places that we need help and assistance to get through. And once you do that, things will become easier, but you're putting too much pressure on yourself. And you're, like I said, I'm seeing a big shadow. And I rather step back and see the whole elephant, because elephants are awesome, than have them just stand there and shadow me. Okay, so that's what's going on, at least what they're showing me, and I hope it resonates, Vic. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. All right. I love everybody that comes in here. Hi, Becky Walker. How are you? Well, that's okay, and that's okay then. You did the right thing for her. You know, some people get animals without really knowing what they need physically. You have to be able to give that to them. I've had friends that have gotten Australian Shepherds or other working dogs like beagles. I grew up with beagles, but they are active and they need a job. Once you give them a job, they're great, but that takes a lot of time. So, you know, that's okay. That's okay. Just wasn't the dog for you. That's all. All right. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's just, that's okay. But he, you know, I give you credit, Simon, for taking the dog back and knowing your limits. The right dog will come along. All right. The toddler. Woo! The toddler's a lot. You can borrow him for a while if you want. Hi, Becky Walker. How are you? Yeah, I can get you a card. I don't even know what he's doing right now. Joyce, I'm kind of afraid to look. You know he's not sitting with Mulan right now, but I'm not really sure where he is. Probably under the bed again. I don't see him here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, it's funny. I was thinking about these today. Whoa. Okay, so your card today is the heron. Okay, the blue heron. I have herons here. They're not here yet, though. Spring, it's not quite warm enough. We still got snow coming and all that good stuff. It was 28 degrees yesterday. So, and then 2 days before it was 58. So it's really brittle out here. Herons are very clever birds. They're very intelligent, and they walk like a stalker. Okay, and I'm laughing because you hear stories about people. Oh, they're stalking so and so, or animal may stalk their prey. Right? They move really slow, but herons take it to another level. I've seen them. I've been sitting out here on my lake, and they're like 6 feet away from me, and you don't even see them move, and their leg is down. And then you don't see the leg like go from down to up. That's how slow they move. They can stand on one leg for a very, very long time. So this is about, for you, not only about being careful where you step, but to make sure that you know what you're getting into. Okay. Yep. Okay, this is about okay. Yeah, okay. So it's like scoping people, right? You know, when we're sitting in a car driving, or you're in a store and you kind of look around to see where you want to go or what direction you have to take. This is what I'm seeing. You have to literally make sure you know what's there. They want you to make a broader view before you step into something that you're thinking of doing right now. And they want you to take pause to make sure before you take that next step that it's really what you want, because I'm seeing that it might not be what it appears to be. So they're basically telling me to tell you to be cautious. And this again is the heron. The heron is very cautious where it steps. It's very slow. It kind of watches where their feet are being put, and it's so they hunt, because they're hunting frogs and fish to eat, but they just take their time. But the word they're using is you need to scope it out better before you plant your next step, like before you take that next step, because you have to make sure this is exactly how you want whatever this is or whatever you're trying or attempting to attain. Because once you get there, it might not be exactly what you want. It's going to be harder to take 5 steps back and begin again. And you'll have to deal with whatever it is that you just stepped into. It's not really a negative that you step into, but it's not a great fit, is what I'm being told. So just make sure with what you're doing that you really look at it from every direction so you know what's going on before you take the next step. All right, so that is your card today, Becky, and I hope it resonates for you, and thanks for coming in today. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, you need to be good to yourself. Everybody needs to be good to themselves. Hello, Angela. Yes, you can have a card. Yeah, I'm on once in a while. I actually had to really push myself today because it was kind of one of those days where I finally had some energy and I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do. And I wasn't sure it would be a good thing for me to come on today. And then nope, Sean and Bex will kick my butt, so I better do it. All right, Angela, I'm going to give you one of the new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, okay. So the card that comes, this is my new deck, Angela. The card that comes up today is Archangel Michael, and it's called The Promise. Okay. So Michael is a beast. Everybody knows that, even if you don't work with the divine energies or the angel, what the humans call angels. Michael is represented as a beast. He's a warrior. He stands to help. He stands in force, literally, if is needed and called upon. But what he portrays with this particular energy that came through for this is the promise that he'll always give you the strength that you need to push through. You can always call on him. You can always call on the universe. You can always call on the divine powers. You can call your friends, family that are in the spirit lands. That's the promise. The promise is that they will come and assist you, and they will help you get through whatever it is that you need in a stressful time. And this is a gentle reminder for you. I don't know if it's like the stress that's going on around you in the world. Like, I mean, a lot of us feel it. I know if you watch the news, it's like PTSD. So I don't watch it except maybe once or twice for short little bits, just so I'm not behind on things that I need to know. But this is why he's coming, is because there's things that I keep hearing the words trial and error, trial and error, trial and error with you. Like, you keep going through different what's the word? You keep going through different scenarios for different things, and it's hard to get through them. Like, you've had like I don't want to use the word trauma because it's like too strong, but you've had some like things that have taken you back a little bit, like emotionally, or like, wow, did they really do that? Or wow, is this really happening? Or man, I just need something to help me. Somebody has to listen to me. I need help. And whether this is your prayers or the things that you're putting out to the universe, they just want you to know they've got you. And Michael will always be there, just as the other divine energies and everybody in the spirit lands. If you ask, they will help you. You just have to believe in yourself enough that you're worth what you're supposed to be to everybody. It's almost like we put this guilt trip on ourselves, and we're always asking ourselves, am I good enough? Can I do this? Do I know enough? Am I able? I'm not sure I can handle this, or I'm not sure this is what I should do. You need to step into your own power to make decisions within your life that affect you mainly, but because when you do it, we imprint on everybody around us and our environment, right? So they want you to know you're worth it. You are good enough. You just have to remember that you are. And then again, like I said, make sure that you reach out and ask for the assistance from those divine energies. We call them archangels or angels or guides in the human, but they're always there for us. We just have to believe in ourselves enough that we matter, okay? And you do matter. Okay, so that's your card today, and it's Archangel Michael, the promise. All right. Hi, John Michael. How are you? Okay. Sure, I can get you a card. Hang on one second. You're welcome, Becky Walker. All right. All right. Psychic, soldier, medium, and healer. Hi, how are you? Evening. I am well. I hope you're well. You guys got a lot of stuff going on over in the UK, too. Thanks for stopping in today. All right. John, I'm going to give you from my We Are All Related deck. Let's see what I can come up with for you. Okay, just so everybody knows, if you're new here, I picked the 7th card. 7's a sacred number. There's 7 directions, and 7 is also very sacred within a lot of different cultures. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. card I got for you today is the Dream Catcher. Okay, and this is actually a dream catcher I put together myself. So Dream Catcher comes up for you as a way to tell you that you're the one that needs to construct. Okay, when we're putting dream catchers together, what they basically do in our traditions is they represent the negatives getting stuck on the web and the positives coming through the web. But what y'all need to remember is you are the one that's constructing it. So this is about your life. You're making a way for yourself. What we do for ourselves is we build ourselves, right? We have a foundation. Then you have people that are around you. Then you have, community around you. You have jobs and school and all that kind of stuff. But the thing you have to remember, John, is you are the responsible person to build it. We can't ask other people to build it for us. That's not their job. They can help support us along the way, but you have to remember that you're the creator of your world. And this is what they're trying to remind you. And again, I'm hearing this whole thing. I don't know if people got this going on or not, but it's about you're good enough. You've got this. You can do this. It's not simple. Life is never simple. We wouldn't be here if it was simple. It's for us to experience different things and be able to enjoy our lives and have purpose within our lives. But you're the one that has to create it. Just like me, I had to create my life. Sometimes, hey, you know what? I created it. It wasn't a great space for me. And man, I could kick myself in the butt, but I learned from it, right? So you don't do that again. So this is about you keeping the right way of thought and remembering you're good enough and you've got this. If you need assistance, you ask the people that are in your sacred circle, the people that you hold near and dear to you. You ask the universe to bring it to you, but you have to create it. You're part of that way of creating things. Very important for some reason with you. It's like almost like you're at a crossroad and you're not really sure which direction you can take. Just remember, we can go whatever direction, and we can always get back to the main path of our journeys here as humans, but we still have to make the decisions, and we weave it ourselves to make it what it's supposed to be. So, John, I hope that resonates for you, and that's your card today. It's a dream catcher. I love it. I love it. Okay, what's this? Okay, good. Oh, yeah, see? Okay. I love you, Vic. I hope you are well. And you know where I am always. You're very welcome. Okay. Good. I'm glad. Good. I'm glad. Cookie Monsters in the house. Ha ha. See, there you go. There you go. That's a sign, it really is a sign. Sometimes people, including sometimes I don't want to see the signs because I always get signs and sometimes I don't want to pay attention to them. But signs from the universe, and then when you look back, it's like, oh yeah, I didn't realize that, we always get signs. Some people get numbers. Like Holly will be on the show with me tomorrow. She's always talking about numbers and how numbers. And Lizzie Starr, who's my beautiful, lovely sister over in England, she'll bring up numbers and what they mean. I'm not a number person, but if you see a number like 444, or you see a number like 777, and everywhere you're looking for a week, you're not looking for it. They just pop up, right? So when they pop up, you just have to pay attention to what's going on. And it is a sign. You just have to believe in them. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all right. Sweetness. You've got the sacred sweetgrass today, David. So for you today, it's all about benefits and rewards, they're saying. You have many benefits coming in and rewards because you've taken whatever step you need to do to move through. They're not saying forward, they're saying through whatever's going on. Sweetgrass for me is used in smudging, it's used in blessings, it's used in protection, it's used in, the smell of it is just wonderful. It's used for dream state. I usually mix it with lavender for smudge, and it's just this amazing calming energy that comes over you when you use it. So this is what I'm seeing. Based on what you're doing and some of the decisions that you've been making, it's going to be like a blessing, and you're going to feel safe and secured. And I just feel, sorry, got really quiet all of a sudden. I just feel that this is that energy that's kind of wrapping around you, so that you know whatever you've done is the right choice, and it's the right place that you need to be, and it's keeping you safe. And you have guides, and you have people on the other side that are watching over you and trying to help you get to this place of calm, so that you can just simply enjoy that moment. Okay, so it's very important you know this is a blessing from the universe, from spirit lands, and the fact that you've made the right choice, the right choices, they're saying, and it'll bring in calm and a blessing, and it's going to be really good for you. Okay, so that's your card today, David. I appreciate you being here, and it's a sacred sweet grass. Okay, you're very welcome. Okay, thanks, Simon. What's this here? There you go. See, you know, we just have to remember that we kind of get those things. We just have to be looking for them. Hi, Mikey! I love my Mikey. How are you doing, Mikey? You're in my thoughts and prayers very much. Yes, I will give you a reading today. I surely will. And I'm going to give you from the new deck, okay? I'm going to give you from the new deck. Let me shuffle them up a little bit, Mike. Okay. All right. These are like really difficult for me to shuffle. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, all right. Shuffle the deck. You get it as well. Yours is blessed are the children. Okay. So, why don't you look at the card first? Okay. So, you have made a beautiful imprint on the world around you. A world that I am very blessed to say, you are a brother to me. And it's all about that imprint. So when I look at this and I listen to that divine energy coming through, blessed are the children, you're imprinting positive for the next 7 generations. The divine energies will wrap it around us and make sure that we're safe. We always don't get what we want or how we want a particular thing to happen or occur, but they never give us things that we can't push through, that we don't have the support, the knowledge, or the strength to get through. Because you've imprinted on so many people in such positive ways, you've done nothing but give of yourself. The entire time I've known you, that's all I ever see you doing, is you're assisting and helping others. You're imprinting for those next 7 generations, because when we learn from Mikey, then we turn around and we do something that he shared with us, and it just goes on for those next 7 generations. They want you to know, and by they I say the divine energies, they want you to know you can call upon them and ask for them. Creator's healing grace will be put upon you and around you to keep you together and safe for the highest good. So for whatever's going on with you at this time, you need to believe not only in yourself, but in what the universe and that divine energy can bring in for you. Use that to help heal this, and the rest will come. This is your card today, and it's blessed are the children. Thank you, Mikey. I love you very much, bud. So I want to take this second while I bring that up. I saw something that was such a positive message to somebody the other day. I was watching, actually, I didn't know she had, my daughter called me and says, oh, Teresa Caputo's back on. She got a show on Lifetime. So I put it on. I wanted to see what was going on. And I watched it. One of the things that happened was a woman that was just on the street where Teresa was going into a store or something. I don't remember. But she didn't even know who Teresa Caputo was. But she was told to follow her. So when she did, she said, I don't know who you are, but this person said you're so-and-so. And she said, oh, do you know her? And she says, no. She said, but she told me you did like TV or whatever. And Teresa said, yeah. And then Teresa brought something through that there's no way she could have known it. And it was so specific to this particular woman. She says, I didn't even really believe in the afterlife. Oh, see, you guys can see he's crawling back up his cage. He's done with me now. Anyhow, she didn't even believe there was an afterlife. And it turned out she had taken care of her brother who had Alzheimer's. And he passed. And he was not in his right mind, of course. But was conveyed to her from her brother to this woman everything that went on and everything that she needed to know and every little detail that she needed to know to believe he's good where he is. So never, 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 never doubt there's more to us than just here. That's my truth. Never, 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 ever think you're alone or the universe doesn't hear you or creator or whatever you put to it. The universe, however you look at it, is not there for us. Might not want to get the right answer that we want all the time, but they're there. They're there, they're supporting, and they love us. All right, guys, I love you all. Y'all take care. And I'll be back tomorrow with Holly. We've got some really cool stuff that we're going to put up. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. To put up and share with you tomorrow. And so I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. And thank you so much for allowing me to read for you all. And have a blessed week.
Yeah. Cool. What? Bye, bear, my bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, my bear, my bear.